this guy comes in, and he says, please, little girl, don't call your daddy. I used to have 4 curls, and I took this one and this one with a beret in the back. So then Lucy overheard. And then comes in, you better take those curls off and do something with your hair. You're not my daughter, you're my wife. Yeah, he wanted this little girl to go to my daddy so he could take the order.
What was the name of the meat inspector who wanted to date you after Lucio died?
Oh, yes. Well, I can't remember him.
Lazaro?
Ludlow?
Lazaro, I think.
Lazaro?
No, Ludlow was the town.
Oh, John Lazar lost his wife, and then he wanted to marry me. And I told him that I didn't love him, and I still love my husband. He said, well, we can be friends. But anyway, this time when Lucio and Pat had an accident in Sedona, they said that some kids ran into Lucio's and Pat's car. And I had Michael and Stephanie taking care of them. So then...
Is that when the car flipped over?
They landed in the hospital. They said that Lucio's head was cut on the other. So I wanted to know. I wanted to see that they were alive. So then pretty soon Mr. Scott, John Lazar came over. I was crying. He says, why are you crying? So I told him, to heck with it, he says. I'll take you to see them. We can take the kids with us. And then Josefina heard, so she went and called Bill at the college. So here was Bill. Where do you think you're going? I says, Mr. Lazar is good enough to take me to see. He says, I'll take you wherever you want to go. Go, Mr. Lazar. That sounds like my husband.
You sent him packing, huh?
Yeah, but Josefina called him to college that I was getting ready to go with Mr. Lazar. They didn't give me a chance.
She could have been the food king today.
Yeah, no kidding.
The food king?
Mr. Lazar, the meat inspector, he had all sorts of money.
Oh.
And another time, our Mexico came in and was talking to Lucio, and he had his, we used to just buy so much glass, you know, and then sell it, and they buy so much because we didn't have that much money when we first started the store. So he left a bag of money. So here Lucio picks up the bag and goes after Mr. Procno, you know, and to give him the money. And then somebody else told Mr. Procno, give him a quarter. And he says, what for? So he can buy a rope and hang himself. Such a fool. He could use that money at the store. Why go take it? Mr. Procno's got a lot of money.
Is that good enough?
He came in we had a counter where you put in beer and liquor, you know, and you know, there was cans of beers missing. I said, what's going on? I said, I think what's going on. So then the next day, Saturday, as Lucio, my son, and I stood in the store with the light up. Here comes up, front door open here, and then we turned out and said, ha, so you're the one that gave me. Remember, you're not 18 yet. I said, you can't do that. You're going to throw me in jail.
It was Bill? You were taking the beer?
And, giving his friends and him.
What was she doing?
Bill was sneaking into the store and taking beer out of the liquor
I
cabinet.
wasn't sneaking into the store. I had a key to it, and I turned the lights on.
Did you leave an IOU in the cash register?
Another thing, too. After we had supper, they all had to go do their homework, you know, and then pretty soon he comes from the Pina. Mother, our car went out of the fence without no lights on. I said, who took it? He says, I don't know, Mother, I just saw the car. So I called the policeman. And Lucio was at the Chamber of Commerce meeting, and all of a sudden here comes the policeman with him. They caught him going around the airport. There were 2 other cars, girls and boys.
Racing around the
Lucio-
airport, huh?
When Lucio comes in, my husband, I say, you stay
Oh,
over
if only
there.
you knew these stories when you used to get in trouble there.
You stay over
I never
there.
got in
Could have
trouble.
used it against them.
And the policeman told him, I'm not going to do nothing to you because the Ceballos don't have any bad record, but please don't ever do that again. And Lucio said, what would you have done if they take him to Holbrook to jail? Well, he deserved it. He didn't ask me for the car or anything else.
And I thought he was your baby.
Huh?
I thought he was your angel.
It was funny. Got up and sat on the bench outside, and here the people got in the car, they took off, and they left the poor man over here. So Lucio had to race. I think he caught up with him in Holbrook. They didn't know that
They probably wanted to leave him.
they didn't know that they had left the poor man behind.